Hello everyone. Welcome to the today's lecture of effective presentation tips. So what you need to follow. I hope you have gone through my previous video lectures part 1 and part 2 on presentation. If you have not gone through, please go through that video lectures and then come to this particular video. So this effective presentation tips is just the suggestions so that you can follow to be a good presenter, and also whatever the topic you need to present will be very good. So I have just picked up the slides and made it little colorful so that you can also understand how to make the presentation more effective and follow simple rules so that you can be very much comfortable while presenting a particular topic. So let us see what are those. So delivery is essential to the whole package of your presentation. So how you deliver means a lot. So if you want to present it like a pro, so you have to deliver in a very good manner. So here are some suggestions that this particular slide includes. So the first one is to rehearse. So as we already have discussed this while preparing the presentation, this is one of the effective presentation tips that everyone gives you. So before you are presenting, you need to rehearse. Without rehearsing, you cannot be or you cannot make your presentation very much effective. So what are you going to rehearse? Talking naturally in the presentation, pausing for emphasis wherever you have to emphasis or emphasize for a particular topic. So there you need to do that, and then slow down. So as much as possible, do not rush through your presentation. So time your presentation properly so that you can make your contents very clear and make your audience also understand the content very clearly. So that is the first thing that you need to do. The next thing that you have to do is, the second suggestion is, vary the length of your sentences. So whenever possible, so do not, uh, speak continuously long sentences. So wherever possible, cut down the sentences, make it short. Wherever, if it requires longer sentences to be spoken, that you can do. So always your audience should be very much easy, in understanding your sentences and the way you speak. That is the second suggestion. Use short powerful sentences with a punch. So when you're varying the length of the sentences, wherever possible, use some punches, like crack some jokes, or so whatever is necessary that you can do. And if you have some emotions to convey, then you can go for long statements. So that is how you can, vary the length of the sentences. Then timing yourself is third suggestion. So you need to time yourself so that you can ensure that you are within the allotted time. Without timing, so you cannot be a or you cannot have a good presentation given. That is third point. Then modulating your voice. So your voice should be modulated very clearly. So wherever possible, please raise the voice. Wherever not necessary, you need not raise the voice. It will reflect your confidence. So the way you speak with the very positive voice. If you keep your voice low, it also gives an impression to the audience that you are not confident in delivering the points, whatever is there. So always, it gives an impression that you have not prepared for the presentation. So be confident. So modulate your voice. That is one of the important things. Then watch yourself while preparing the presentation. That is, record yourself as you practice, talk in front of a mirror, gather some friends to form an audience, and then deliver the presentation in front of them. It makes you more confident. It will help you to avoid the mistakes during the presentation. That is one of the tips that you can follow. Then follow some simple rules. So the sixth suggestion is, you need to follow some simple rules. What are those simple rules? This is for, while you are presenting a PPT. So when you're using a software, Microsoft PowerPoint or whatever it is, you keep these things in mind. So first one is 5 by 5 by 5 rule. So what is this 5 by 5 by 5 rule is, do not have 5 words in a particular line. So when you are putting the information in a particular line, do not have more than 5 words. Some of them go up to 7. Okay, so always, cut down the number of words in a particular line to 5 or 6 maximum, not beyond that. And the second 5 indicates that you should not have 5 lines in a slide. So always, your slide should not exceed 5 lines or 5 bullet points. So that is what 5 by 5 by 5 rule says. So wherever you have images to show, you highlight the images rather than highlighting the information. When you follow this particular rule, so it also helps you not to read from the presentation. So when you keep your presentation as short as possible, so always you have to know that the presentation is just an aid for you, okay, to support your information, whatever you are delivering it to the people. It is not to put all the information in the presentation and just read it from that. So that you have to avoid. Then while choosing the fonts and colors also, if you just look at the presentation that I'm just using, I have highlighted all the things in blue and white. So wherever possible, I have just put the pictures. Wherever I don't need the pictures, I have just avoided that. And also when I have chosen the pictures, I have chosen the pictures very much apt to the presentation. So that is how you have to choose. So readable fonts and colors. And then do not overload your presentation with animation. You people just put the animation. Yes, there are certain cases where animations make a lot of impact than just delivering it through a plain text or an image. But do not overload it. Use it aptly. Then comes the tips for to be followed on the day of the actual presentation. So you have prepared well for the presentation. Now it's time for you to present. So at this particular time, what are the tips that you have to follow so that you make yourself more comfortable? The first one is, take deep breaths if you feel nervous. If you are feeling nervous, just inhale and exhale very deeply so that it helps you to calm the nerves. It regulates the heart rate and it relaxes your muscles. So when you do this, activity just before your presentation, so you can calm yourself and then you can be more confident while presenting. Adjust to your surroundings. So that is why when I spoke about the preparing for presentations, I told you that you need to arrive early to the location wherever you are presenting. So that is one of the better thing that you can do so that you can adjust yourself to the surroundings. So the more adjusted you are to the surroundings, the more comfortable you will be. So getting to know where are the light switches, whether the curtains are there for you to block the light coming into the room. If you want a light with no lights, where to switch off. So all those things, when you are aware of, you will be more comfortable to that particular place. Then before presentation, use some positive visualization. Think about something which has happened to you positively, so which will make you more confident and it will take the presentation as the way you want. So that is one of the tip that I would like to give you, so that if you follow, definitely your presentation will go good. So with all these suggestions or tips, whatever you take, so I hope that you will definitely deliver the presentation while you are giving. So follow these things and make your presentation much better. So good luck to all of you.